21st of July, Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Hey, good morning. This is Rabbi Stolfers here. Here, here on Zoom. Our first year, we're learning Pierke Avos. We're taking a bit of our digression to the next few days. Since we started talking about the psukim we were learning previously about Zikna, so here we're going to be learning the Maram at Prague in terms of his explanation and hashkafas on Zikna. So I think you might have gotten the document I sent out early this morning, and you can begin with that if you like. Yeah, any volunteers to do any reading this morning? Mayor or Lou?
I volunteer.
Okay.
So we have Derek, Avos, Hazikain, who Nivdal, Legamre, La'at, Zikna, Koach, Haguf, Tash, the Koach, Ha-Shachal, Gover, Bioter, Ad, Shachal, Nivdal, Legamre. So, Hazakain, an elderly person, he Nivdal is to separate.
Yeah, he's as sometimes it's used as separate, right? He's separate Legamri. He's completely separated, correct?
Completely separate. He la'ate zikna, because at the time of his old age, koach haguf, the strength of the body, tash. Tash means what? Decreases.
The weakens or decreases, right?
Weakens. With koach hashachal govar.
Yeah, Koach HaSeichel, the Koach HaSeichel, the strength of
So
his intelligence.
strength of the mind or the intelligence. Gover bioter. Gover means what? To increase.
Gover, I mean, yeah, increases, right?
Increases a lot. Ad sheha sechel nivdal v'gamre, until the intellect is completely separate.
Right. It's working in tangent, meaning as the koyach, the strength of the body wanes, so the strength of the intelligence will increase.
Ukamo she'amru zal, and it's like what was said by the sages. Ziknei, I don't know, tet chet.
So that's the zikni tamidi chachamim.
Sages. Okay, so the elder sages, kol zaman shemaz ki nin da'asan nos fas ki hasechel yotze el ha'al mivdal min haguf. So the elder sages, all of the time, What does this word shemazkinin?
As they get older, right? That's the source, the same source as zikna, mazkin, it's a verb,
As
as
they
they age, coming as they age.
uh in their time, the asan is in their time.
No, dasan is their their understanding.
Their understanding. No sfas. What's no sfas?
Okay. From shows of nose of um becomes augmented, it becomes greater.
Uh, because the intellect goes out to work to the working. It becomes separate from the body.
Seichel yotzi el apoil nivdil min aguf. Since the seichel will yotzi min apoil become now, the seichel will be now actualized. The seichel is going to be now actualized. It's going to become, it's going to reach its potential. Since the seichel is now going to reach its potential, nivdil when it's separate from the goof. That the fact that the intelligence is bound to the goof, that in a certain way limits the function of the seichel.
Uh-huh. So
therefore, with the when the power of the goof decreases, the power of the intelligence can now increase.
Let's see. Or Hadash Zakain ke
As it's written.
Kasav, as it is written, Ein Zakain Ella Shakna Chachama Va'afilu Yanik Ha V'chachim Gam Kain Nigra Zakain Ulechain Amar Ki Istar Haisa Ba I don't know. Ayin Hey.
Okay, so 1 second. Zaken, Kamash because of Ein Zaken Ella Chikana Chachma. Person is not referred to as a Zaken unless he's acquired wisdom. Afil Yanik L'Chakim Gamken Nikra Zaken. Meaning even if a person is a child, but he's very wise, a child who's very wise is also called a Zaken. L'Kach Amar He Esther, this is Esther Hamalka. Esther Hamalka, Haisa Bas Ayin Hey, Shana. Esther was 75 years old.
Wow. Doesn't it call her a young girl?
No, so we'll see. Hold on.
So she was Bas Ayin Hey, 75?
Right.
Shana years. Ki Haisa Chachma Ad She La Chachma Sheyesh La'adam Shehu Ben Ayin Hey. shanim. Because she was wise until she it was for her wisdom that was to a man that was 75
Right.
years.
She had the wisdom of someone who was 75 years old.
Because 70 Haim Yamei Chaye Ha'adam. Because 70, those are the days of a man. The Chachamim Kol Zaman Shemiz Shemaz Kinim Da'asan Nos Fat Aleihen Ulefichach Kasher Hu Ben Ayin Hey Shana. So the go ahead.
Since the Yemei Chai Adam is ayin, since there's 70 years to the lifespan of a person, that's a good old lifespan, 70 years, right? The Chachamim that Kozman Shemas Kinim, all the time the Chachamim, Tamil Chachamim, as long as they, as the called man, as they get older and older, V'daitim nosefes lehem, their understanding becomes greater. Lefikach, therefore, kashehu ben ayin hey shana, therefore, when a person's 75 years old, roy lo chachma yisir, when a person's 75 years old, it's befitting to him that he should have extra wisdom.
Ukavar be'arno hatam ki hadam hu bau gasham ad shehu zakein biyamim va'az hachos hagishamim mis talkin mimenu kasher hu nir'eh le'enim.
Right. When a person becomes 75 years old, it's befitting that he has extra wisdom. We've already explained the reason for this. Here, Adam hu Baal Geshem, since a person is basically a Baal Geshem, he's basically a physical entity. He's basically a physical entity. Ad shu zaken biyami, until he becomes elderly in age. And then at that point, when a person has become a zaken, now his physical energies begin to withdraw from him. As you see, that's normally when people who are becoming aged, their physical energies are becoming less and less.
Ukasher kasuv hagishamim mistalkim oz ha-sechel ha-nivdal גובר יותר, ולפיכך כל זמן שיש כאן זקנה גובר כוח השכלי yoter. So when the strength what is this word? Hagashmayim?
Hagashmi, the
Physical.
kochos, the physical energies. Physical energies.
And the next word, Miss Talkeen, is energy?
No. Kochos are energy. Gashmi are physical. Mistalekim are withdrawing. When the physical energies are withdrawing,
then the intellect separates. What's gover?
Gover Yose, it becomes more strong. It becomes stronger when the physical energies are withdrawing. Therefore, the independent intelligence becomes stronger. Meaning, when a person was young, so a person had to have all kinds of different physical energies to take care of different things. He had to get himself married. He had to go out and do a bunch of different works. He had to raise his children. All these things take a lot of energy. But when a person's reached an older age, he doesn't need those energies anymore. Those energies are going to distract him from his true purpose in life, which is to allow his seichel to mature. When a person was busy with all the various different things he had to do early in life, and he had a lot of physical energies to given to him to pursue all those different things about raising and maintaining a family, right? And all the things were necessary for the upkeep in the home. So, therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu just gave him a lot of different physical energy. But when he gets older, so it's not necessary to have all those physical energies anymore. And besides the fact that he has he's a physical entity, that itself is distracting to the development of his intelligence and his wisdom. So the physical energies, when he gets to a stage of being older, those physical energies will wane and therefore allow his intelligence to become stronger and devote himself, therefore, now to the things which are important in terms of his intellectual accomplishments.
Therefore, all the time that there is here an aged strong strength of intellect, which is increasing. When we call makom kasher hu zakein legamre hu chalash ein laadam hasechel kokach shahacholsha shel haguf. So, nevertheless, when he is older,
Right. Makom kasher uzakin legamri. When a person has reached a fully ripe age, chalash, and he's already weak, Ein la'adam seichel kochach. Then in that case, he's not going to have so much seichel either. Shechalusha shall goof mikalkas the seichel, because if it's going to become overly weak, if the goof will become overly weak and infirm and feeble, that's also going to interfere with his intelligence.
What is this word sheha kol sha?
Right? That's Holsha means to be weak. Right?
Uh,
And there's a difference between the fact that a person doesn't have the physical energies that he had at his time of his youth and a person becoming weak. Not suggesting you have to become weak. Weakness is going to interfere with the seichel also.
so in other words, if he's strong, physically strong, and he gets to be 75, and his strength starts to slowly wane, then his seichel will slowly increase, corresponding.
Right.
But if he's a weak person when he was younger, and he gets to be old and he's quite weak, then the seichel is not going to increase.
Um, I think it's saying, regardless of what the person was when he was younger, I mean, could be the person was weak when he was young. I mean, he was strong when he was young, but in general, the the point that's being made here now is that weakness is undesirable. Right? That there should be strength in the body that it can maintain itself. And even if the physical energies aren't at the same intensity as they were when a person was 15, 20, 25, 30 years old, even if those physical energies weren't the same intensity as they are now when he's a 75, 80-year-old. But one thing is to have a reduction in the physical energies, and another thing is weakness. Weakness is also damaging to the intelligence. Just like strength is damaging to the intelligence, weakness is also damaging to the intelligence. So there has to be a balance here.
Michael es sachlo ad
Sichlo, his seichel, his intelligence.
sichlo ad she'ein lo hasechel ba shlemus. Mechalkel is to maintain, sustain.
That 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 keep call yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, call that Shechalusha shalaguf, weakness of the body, mikalkel as a seichel, will interfere with the intelligence. Ad she'ein lo seichel b'shlemus, until he won't have a perfect intelligence. His intelligence will be flawed. V'svir lei lahach. Okay, so now let's going on to something else. Here, go ahead.
B'tzirlei lahach man da'amar e bas ayin hay shna shena Haisa ki ad ayin dalid shanim shehu adayin ma'ot ha hashanim shel osher shelo shelo ba likalel Gevoros lo yotze miklau. Let's say
Gather save. Gather save.
getter seva. Okay, let's try that. Let's see. Um, um,
So according to this, Vasirale lahach man the omers, according to this opinion, the Amr ki bas ayin shana, that Esther was, the whole discussion here is about Esther, how old Esther was. That this opinion maintains that Esther was ayin hey shana. She was 75 years old.
that until she was 74 years, she was still what's ma'ot?
Ma'at hashanim shalasar. She was still in the minority of years of the 10 years, right? She meaning each decade of a person's life is separated into different categories. So if she was 75, she was that's the midpoint of the two hallmarks of the various the 70th decade and the 80th decade, right? So there she's at the middle. So she's going to be 74. That means 74, she was still, therefore, not with a majority of years to the next level, which is Gevura, Seva, 70 years, Ayin, 7 years is Seva, and then Shmonim is Gevura.
Okay, so she was in the minority of the decade of years that she had not come. What's liklal?
Hasn't come into the category. Together, Seva doesn't come into the category of the distinction Seva of Seva. Seva is um, solitude and serenity.
So she had not come into the category of Gevuros, power.
Yes, that's right. Gevuros, might could be might. Gevura, might.
Lo yatsa miklal, she did not go out of the category. Getter is offense.
Yeah, the category, like she has not come out of the McLeod Gedder. She has not come out of the category of Seva and Ein Lo Tishuos Shel Shmonim. She doesn't have the advantages of being 80 years old yet, right? Still in the middle, right? It's
So when
there's a watermark of 70 years and there's a watermark of 80 years.
so at 70 years, seichel is still primary. At 80 years, it's not.
Well, we'll see how he's going to involve with the seichel here. Right now, we're just coming to the distinction between what's the point of the 75, why is that significant that she was 75? Because that's the middle point between Gevura and Seva, right? That Let's explain here that if this opinion was that she was 75 years old, so that makes her at the midpoint between Gevura and Seva.
Okay, so Kavura is the physical strength, physical power, and Seba is the intellectual power.
Seva is relevant to the intellect, right? That the sagacious, we use Seva was being sagacious, right?
Right. The keenness of mind.
That's right, exactly.
Uh, Shimonim of 80, the intellectual advantages of being 80.
Correct.
Bisechlo Adayin Bisokef Shalo. What's Bisokef?
That is a the Toikif the Toikif Shalo. Toikif is with the um, like the reality of something. Somebody's been Toikif, it's the reality of something.
So she's her intellect is still her reality.
Right. Ein lo shuas shel shmonim. Right. She doesn't have. There was not there the shuas the advantage of 80. The sichlo adayin b'toikev shelo, and the seichel was still within its boundaries. Within its boundaries.
The Moshe Haya Kodem Ulechach Hayoter Chacham Hu Ben Ayin Dalid Shana. Okay, so that means
Ayin Daled Shana, 74 years.
right.
Ayin Daled Shana, 74 years.
So it's like that she was before, and therefore more wisdom. She has more wisdom when she's 74.
Right. That lekach. Therefore, Yosef Chochman who ben Ayin Dalashon. Therefore, there is more wisdom for one who is 74, right? For a 74. Aval ben Ayin Hey, but one who is 75, Kavor over Chetzai min Asher. He's already now past the middle mark of 75. So by passing the middle mark of 75, right, there's a Shikvar Oiver Chetzoin Mina Asr. He's already past the halfway mark of the 10th of that 10-year period between 70 and 80.
He mechetzi ad al mechetzi hu kamo rove, because half is like the whole. Half is like
yeah, that and why is it the 75, right? it's already considered that way. Because it's now 50 by 50. It's half and half. Ukamo Roiv. It's like already now that the majority is for him, right? That it's going to be the Rove Ichulushas Aguf, and the Rove will be that most majority will be getting Chalishas Haguf, weakness in the goof completely, right? Darazem is Babel Seichel, and becoming overly weak. By becoming overly weak, that's going to be Babel, that's going to interfere with the intelligence.
So I'm confused now. The person reaches 75 and becomes overly weak, and therefore the intelligence is interfered with.
That's right.
But I thought we said before, when the person reaches 75, the weakness is actually helping the intelligence.
The up until 75, but after 75, then it begins that if there's going to be too much weakness is going to cause a disturbance of the intelligence rather than to help it.
Too much weakness. What about the right amount of weakness?
Well, that you have to see in the psukim how that's supposed to be maintained. Meaning, there's a balance. There's a balance of the withdrawal of the physical energies and the increase in the mental capacities, right? And then you have to deal with, even though that the physical energy may be withdrawing, have to maintain the body in terms of it being strong enough and not being overly weak.
Okay. What is this abbreviation? The Lamed Mem Daled.
It's Laman Domer, according to the opinion.
According to the opinion, Bas Hey Ayin Hey Shana Haisa Daiso Ki Lo Nikra Rove Rak Kasher Avad of Avar Rove Hashanim Shel Asara. Let's see. So according to the opinion, that somebody who's 75 years is his knowledge is learned, I guess it means, because we don't call the majority. We only refer to the majority as when
meaning when he's past the majority of his years.
And what is this Avar Rove?
Meaning you have each category being 10 years, right? So it doesn't apply when you give the name of the category. It doesn't apply until you've come to the fifth year of the 10-year category.
Right. And what is the name of the seventh decade?
So that's Gevur, that's Seva, right? Seva.
So once he gets to be 75, then he's in the realm of the intellect.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dahayinu sheyesh shanim aval. I'm sorry, not sheyesh, shesh shanim. That there are what, 60 years?
Sheish Shanim is 6 years, not 66. I mean, you have to have a 6 years in order, which is the majority of 10, right? 10, the majority of 10 is 6. So you
Oh,
have to have 10 years.
aval ben ayin hey shehu mekza asara adayin lo yatsa me anayin harishon shel ayin shana. So
So since 75, he's Meksa Asar. He's at the middle of the 10 years of 70. He's in the 75 is the middle of the 10 years of the 70s. Adayin lo yotzim ein in the Rishon sha'ayin. He hasn't come out from the category of the first 5 years of the 70-year category.
v'yesh la'adam od hachakama v'lamed. I'm sorry. This means opinion. This whatever it was, it means opinion.
Yeah, Mandomer, the Mandomer, that opinion, right? Bas Shmonim. Now, there's another opinion that says this that she was 80 years old. Sabra, he's of the opinion.
Shmonim is 8 or 80.
Shmonim is 80.
Right. So this opinion is that she was 80 years old.
Right.
Well, okay, let's go back. She didn't go out of the category of the 70s, and there is more so wisdom when you're in the 70s. And according to the one who says that she is 80, he thinks all the time that Shalom Ba Hadam, that a person does not come Liklal Gavuras.
Gavuros, that's the 80th decade. When a person has not yet come to the 80th decade of Gavuros, of might.
I thought Gavuras was the 70th decade.
Yeah, there are two different opinions, correct?
Oh, second opinion. Oh. According to the opinion that the 80th decade is Gevura, is the physical might. De Hayinu ad Shmonim Adayin who bechacho shel ayin shanim.
I mean, since this opinion, the opinion that says that she was 80, so therefore it's not dependent to switch. When is the transition? Is the transition at 75, meaning you've reached now the majority of the previous stage, and now once you pass the majority of those years, meaning 70, 75 going to 76, then you already now take on the the aspects of the cunning category, or no, you have to finish the category completely, and so until being 80 exactly, nothing's going to change.
So according to that opinion, when a person's 80, they're in their maximum strength.
The rights to their strengths will not at that point. Well, they have not begun to get weaker at that point, right? Adayin hu b'koyach sha'ayin shanim. He's still in the within the realm of the energies that he has for 70 years.
Okay, Perush ki hu savar she'ad shmonim ein mischilin matchilin yemei gevuros ulechach amar bas shmonim haisa. And the explanation, since he holds that until 80, there is not
Ein matchilim yimei gevur. There's no beginning of the time of gevuros, of might. Doesn't begin until you reach 80.
and therefore we say she was 80 years old.
Therefore, Omer Bas Shmonim Shais. Therefore, they say that she was in fact 80 years old. So this is explaining the difference between the one opinion says she was 75-year-old and one that says she was 80 years old. I'll tell you, we'll go over this last paragraph tomorrow, Blinetta. We'll try and lock it in place. We'll go over it again tomorrow a little more time, Blinetta.
All right, thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, very good.
Really?
Thank you, very good, Lou. Oh, we'll go over this last paragraph tomorrow, and we'll take a short break, and we'll continue with the Mr. Bruce here shortly, Mezrat Hashem. Thank you, Lou.
Okay. Thank you for printing up this sheet, Rabbi.
Yeah.
Sure, quite welcome. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, let's see.